guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we're going to talk about some store deals, particularly this Black Widow debut anniversary pack. Now, obviously this is a pretty steep price tag for this item. Off the bat, it's $50 US or $70 Canadian, but I wanted to bring this up because it's a surprisingly decent deal. Now, standard PSA when we talk about decent deals in mobile gaming, that sort of, you sort of take the word deal and you throw it out the window, and you have to sort of reconsider the landscape. Mobile gaming in general has really exorbitant pricing for sales because of the entry fee to the game. It's free to play, right? Now, you have $70 games. You could literally buy, Nier Automata 2, or you could buy the latest Pokemon or whatever instead of buying this. You could have a whole ass game instead of this, of course, right? But then you got to buy the DLCs, yada yada. Anyways, you sort of get what I'm saying. So, we're not comparing apples to apples here, first of all. But in the world, within the world of Marvel Future Fight, in a world of Marvel Future Fight, this deal's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. The 5,500 crystals is a little bit lower than you would want for the $69.99 price tag, and if you compare that, I usually compare it to the offer for agents. It's one of my favorite purchases in the store when I just want crystals. And as you can see there, for $69.99 Canadian, I'm not going to make the joke today, you get 6,200 crystals, but I don't really need the bios anymore. I imagine most players purchasing this, right, being able to spend $70 on crystals willy-nilly, are probably not doing it for the 400 bios. The 400 bios are nice, but you exchange those 700 crystals because you're dropping from 6,200 to 5,500, and you swap it for a premium card. That's really the big deal here, is the Black Widow number 10 card. It's a premium card, and then the Black Widow 20 and the Black Widow 1. There is a small added bonus if you don't have any of these cards mythic, that you automatically complete the card collection. And this is actually a pretty interesting sale because it combines multiple layers of value. So you get 3% crit rate permanently. Again, you're not going to spend $70 Canadian to get 3% crit rate, but it's the totality of the deal that makes it attractive and interesting to players at multiple different levels. Like let me just tell you straight up, whales are going to be purchasing this immediately because it's a premium card, right? You don't have to gamble. You could gamble. You could spend 6,750 crystals, right? I could go to this thing right here, and I could click this 10 times, and I could get 0 premium cards. I could get more than 0. I could get 1. I could get 2. I could get 3. Of course, that's the whole thing with gambling, right? That's the whole bit. You could gamble here, and you could get premium cards, but you could not. And then you have to go here, and then you pop it for a free one, right? After you pull 10 times, right? So you're only guaranteed one after 6,750 crystals. 6,750 crystals is going to easily run you over $70. So you're getting the crystals, and you're getting a guaranteed premium card. So whales who just want to re-roll like me, I'm gonna grab this deal right after this video is done. I haven't purchased the deal yet because I want to be able to show you the deal in the shop, and I know that once I buy it, it's gone. But I'm definitely grabbing this one because I've been sitting on 22% Pierce, and I've been sitting on this Spider-Man card that is a little bit sloppy. As you can see, it's got really good stats, right? It's basically got perfect stats, but the colors are all sloppy. So I'm gonna have to change the colors. But despite how many mythic cards I have like 85 something mythic cards. I have a lot of spare mythic cards. I don't have very many spare premium cards because I'm not gambling for premium cards. So I have Loki 2, Gwenpool, and Cable card. So this basically gives me 5,500 crystals to play with, and it gives me another reroll on the Spidey card. It gives me one step closer. And then for medium spenders, it's not a bad idea either. And for anyone who is a medium spender to a big spender, even if they're new to the game and they like PvP, this card is very good for PvP. Like, you can, if you roll that card properly, I don't know why I'm going there, I don't have a copy of it. If you roll this card properly, you can get some really good, like if you craft it 20% HP, right? It's not a bad card at all for PvP. And it has the energy, I believe it has an energy proc. Yeah, it has an energy attack proc. So it's like a pretty nice card. I want to see them do this with other sets as well. I really think that this is a good idea that they can explore further, and there are some better sets. Like they could do this set, for example, maybe charge a little bit more because you're getting 4 other premium cards rather than just the 2 other premium cards. Maybe only upsell it by like $5. But this card would be, you know, an instant buy if it was part of like an Uncanny Avengers card set. You could also do, I mean, this one would be too crazy. This pack would be way too crazy to sell like that. But you could do maybe not the Black Panther one is a little bit too. There's actually not that many sets you could do it for, because usually they include no premium cards or too many premium cards. Actually, this would be another really good set to do it for. Yeah, this would be a really good set to do it on. So I'm kind of hyping this sale up because I want to see them do this again. I think this is their experimentation. And they're like, okay, you know what, if the players like this, if this sells really well, right? It's like a baker making a new pastry and being like, okay, does Alex and his never-ending stomach, does he like this, right? Are we gonna make 1,000 of these and he's gonna buy 1,000 of them a day? So yeah, I think it's a pretty decent deal. I wanted to bring it to your attention in case you were wondering my thoughts on it, or you're wondering sort of like a value comparison with other things. Unfortunately, or fortunately, now we can get premium cards, not premium cards, random mythic cards so easily now that the Black Widow 1 and the Black Widow 20 card are really not worth much. So in my opinion, you're spending the money just for the first two items. If the first two items don't seem worth it to you for the cost, I would say pass on this offer. It's not a must buy for sure. It's not a Stark Stash level value, but I do think it's a lot better than some of the other value sets we've been seeing in the game recently. But we have been seeing some other ones, so I wanted to cover this one briefly because they re-upped on it. So this is a re-up pack, and I'm very surprised that they re-upped on it, because that means that it's possible this pack is selling well, which blows my mind, because this thing even, it might be too rich for my tastes. This is a 4-stage relay coming in hot at $100 US per stage. So you're looking at, you know, Godzillinator tendencies. Shout out to my big homie. There with these price points. Like these are very, I mean, maybe a year ago I would have picked this up myself because I needed more of these items for sure, you know, but I don't, I really don't. And it's really only the last two steps that are really good. Like the last two steps have a ton of value. Like if I could buy the last two steps standalone without having, like if I could skip step 1 and step 2, I actually would probably pick up step 2 and step 3 for sure. But I can't, so I won't, because the first two steps just don't justify it for me. I'm not gonna buy in $280, excuse me, just to get the value of the other two packs. By the way, let me just break it down for you really quickly. This is a 5-star advanced potential ticket, so this will take any regular tier 1 character, not native tier 2, not native tier 3, okay, just a regular tier 1 character. It'll take them from level 60 to level 68. But that's after you unlock their potential by playing them in World Boss. So if you have not unlocked their potential, you can't use this ticket on them. And then this ticket will just finish it off for you. This will just go from 68 to 70. They gave away these tickets for the 6-year anniversary. And then this ticket here, this potential realization ticket, this ticket will unlock the potential so you can start getting a regular tier 1 character from level 60 to level 70. This will not take a character from level 60 to level 70. That's not what it does. It just unlocks their potential, so you don't have to deal with the World Boss Ultimate, you know, the bar drama, okay? And this will not work on a native tier 2 or native tier 3 character. It will not. Okay, if you want the potential realization ticket that works on a native tier 2 or native tier 3, you're looking for this one, the superior. It's so confusing. The language is almost the same. The superior potential ticket. You see it has the gold borders. I bought this one. It was like a pack with this and a tier 3 ticket and some crystals for $140. I bought this one for the next native tier 3, right? Because I used one of these tickets on Mephisto. I'm going to use one of these tickets on the next native tier 3 whenever they come out, because I don't want to deal with, I want to be able to max out this character day 1, right? So again, it's a very rich for your blood type of purchase. But just keep in mind that that potential realization ticket is not the same. That the one they're selling in the store right now is only for regular tier 1 characters. And as you can see, I actually still have these potential tickets. And I can show you what this one does. So you see it's going to take a character that's already has their potential unlocked. It'll take them from 60 to 66, I believe. And you can see here that I still have characters that don't have their potential unlocked, like the new characters that just got their potential, like see my search for potential. I can use the superior ticket on them, which would be a huge waste, but I can't use those other tickets until I've unlocked her potential by playing her in World Boss or by using a ticket on her. So yeah, I'm a little bit, I think this is too expensive personally. I think they should sell this differently. I think they would actually make a lot more. I mean, I don't know. Would they make a lot more money if they didn't force whales to go through the first 2 steps? Maybe they wouldn't. I don't know. But yeah, for me personally, only step 3 and step 4 are worth it. So this sale in general, I think, is a pass for me. This one I think is a pretty big win. And then last but not least, we got to talk about this. It's not the Monica Rambeau tokens. It's not the Spectrum tokens. Oh boy, Alex. What have you done? So I guess I am guilty of jumping to conclusions, which is something you should never do, or try not to do, because I went ahead and made that video, of course, right, 2 days ago. And I was like, oh, Monica Rambeau ticket. Guys, we're getting a Monica Rambeau mid-month update, right? This video right over here. And yeah, it turns out that was extremely inaccurate. Now, how was I supposed to know? It was data mined, right? And for whatever reason, the other tokens, i.e. these tokens, were not data mined, or at least I never saw the data mine for these tokens. So it's kind of weird. Let's say they weren't in the files. Like, why would they put the next month's files? Maybe someone made a mistake. Maybe somebody who was, you know, downloading the files onto the server made a mistake and put the wrong token in. But yeah, so more likely than not, unless they have something really wild planned for us, where we're gonna have like a back-to-back token event, or like back-to-back updates with no wait in between. I mean, maybe. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. I just had a thought. I don't want to get too. I don't want to. Okay, I don't want to get your hopes up, and I don't want to speculate too hard. But what if? Because if you think about it, this update was just 3 uniforms. It was just Captain America Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Zemo, because they already had. We have data mined proof, right? We have data mined proof that Yelena and Taskmaster have been, like, her Transcendence and his tier 3 have been in the game files for a year, for over a year now. So there was nothing that they needed to do work wise for these two. They just needed to turn the 0 into a 1, turn the off to on switch. That's not technically, like, the 0-1 thing is not technically. I don't know how it works. Okay, I'm not a coder. I'm not a game designer. But anyways, this update thus far has just been his uniform, and his uniform. So what if they pulled an Uno Reversi? What if they did a little flip flop, a little shimmy shammy? I don't know what that means. But anyways, what if we are in the mid-month update? What if this is the mid-month update? And then the real like the actual update, that's why the Cage and Kim live stream was delayed. Imagine? Because otherwise, if you think about it, what they would have had to do is they would have had to have the Cage and Kim live stream for the update. They would have had to leave a bunch of hints in that update for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, for Captain America and the Winter Soldier, right? Just like they did for WandaVision. So like, okay, let's not get too predictable here, right? Main update and then Disney Plus side update, mid-month update. Let's switch it up. So maybe that's what they're doing. So maybe next week we're gonna see a Cage and Kim live stream. And they're gonna show off Monica, and we're gonna get that token event. I don't know, or I'm completely wrong. That's always a possibility, and that's gonna be the next update all the way in August, which seems oh so far away. Anywho, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of that card pack purchase and my speculation on the token events. Appreciate you coming here to watch, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.